Hey, what is going on? Newsflash, it's been a while since I've been on YouTube. A lot of stuff has happened, a lot of things have been moving, and I just wanted to come on real quick, talk about that just fast. But then we're going to get into a couple of other things. We're going to get into Square Enix, we're going to get into Xbox, what's going on there, and some of the things I've told y'all have been coming for a while. I'm not going to do the click subscribe, I'm not going to do the like, follow, I'm not going to do that BS anymore because you know how YouTube works, you know how this is. I'm not going to waste any more of your day or any more of my day saying, please click subscribe, do all the stuff, like, share, show me that you like me. I'm not going to do that. You can choose to do that if you want to. I know you like me when I see these view counts going up. That's all I need, baby. What I have been doing, we have been building a production studio, a full-on animation production studio, and it's been taking up a lot of my time. That's why, well, it's been taking up all of my time. a lot. I wish it was just a lot of my time. It's been taking up all of my time. So that's why I haven't been able to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I know a lot of you all wanted to see my live reactions to playing it. I'm still in Corel prison. Like, I'm still right where I saved my last game. A lot of people are like, oh, Ray, I bet he already knows how the game ends, so we can go ahead and talk about it. Actually, I don't. I still don't. Like, that's why I've not been on social media. That's why I've not been watching I've been watching X-Men 97. I've been watching other things to kind of keep me occupied while I work on things. So I can be in and out in 25 minutes. I'm watching X-Men 97. I'm watching various other animes in the studio. 25 minutes, I'm in and out because I am too busy to game right now. But the business of gaming has not escaped me. The business of gaming is the swirling hellscape it's always been. And so is the discourse around it. We're coming back. Some things are going to be different. Some things are going to change. We're going to be talking about a varied number of things. Now, I will still talk about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm still going to talk about that. I have got to finish the game. Then I'm going to offer my thoughts. I'm going to like a small review if you care. I'm a guy with 5,000 subs if you care. You know what I mean? So that reality is not lost on me that I have got to get my review together and put out there for people. No, I'm not that pretentious, right? So I'll put up my thoughts, my little review of the game out there. It's just going to be my thoughts on the game. It's not going to be, well, I scored at this because, no. That's not what you're getting from Uncle Ray anymore. You're not getting that. You're going to get my thoughts on it, what I thought they did well, what I thought they didn't do well. We'll get into that later, but I'm only halfway through the game. And then I'll offer my thoughts on where I think it's going, and then we're out until news on the third game starts popping off. But with the Square Enix stuff happening, I think that's a good segue. Actually, that's a shit segue. That's a terrible segue. That's not a good segue. We're just getting right into it. Square Enix, they are scaling back. When they announced they were selling like the Montreal studios and all that kind of stuff that happened last year, I'm not going to pretend to be a thesaurus or a gaming news site. You all, if you're watching this, you understand, you know that. I'm going to treat you with intelligence and respect, okay? They sold all their stuff last year or the year before, whatever it was. I came on here and I said, look, they're preparing to scale back and shave down. And if I were in their shoes, if I were starting a business and I were in their shoes, and I have advised for companies who have done a lot of scale back, I've done marketing for a lot of companies that are preparing their investors for scaling back and things like that. It looked like Square Enix was preparing to scale back. They were trimming the fat. They were allocating all their internal assets. What IPs do we own? What are our first house IPs? What is that? That's Dragon Quest, that's Final Fantasy, that's the Chrono series, that's, all these other things that we've got, Nier, all that kind of stuff. What do we do well? Let's get back to doing what we do well. So they spent probably 18 months preparing a scale back. Now they let investors know first, and now they're letting the public know, hey, we're scaling back. What does that mean? Okay. No, they're not about to sell to Sony. Though, I have shot down in the past all the people who were like, oh, big news, and thumbnails like, Square's selling to Sony. All that bullshit. Y'all have seen that. Y'all have heard that. It's all bullshit. It's all clickbait. So, if they were about to sell to Sony, now would be the most prominent time for that ever in the history of this stuff happening. So, but I still don't think it's happening. They're just scaling back. Now, part of the scale back is I think they're going to allocate all their resources, human resources, all that kind of stuff, I think they want to push their big projects out the door so they can get started on their new projects. I think they're ready to finish the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth project, or Remake Saga. And by the way, Remake Saga, y'all are welcome. We coined it right here on the channel. I've seen everybody using it now. You're welcome, baby. Storyteller brain. Y'all are welcome. Remake Saga. You can have that one for free. I think they're ready to get the Remake Saga done. So I think they're going to pull a lot of people in-house to work on that, to push that out the door, to get that done. This is a really good thing for Square Enix. It's a really good look for them, too, because they're not trying to do too much. They're still going to have the Snow Globe and Body Pillow crowd. They're still going to be doing that stuff. They're still going to be selling super weird flea market stuff on their Final Fantasy VII flea market on the website. They're still going to sell $200 action figures. They're still going to do that stuff. That's not going anywhere. But the number of things that they produce as far as gaming goes is going to dwindle significantly, which we're already kind of seeing it, right? That's nothing but a good thing. That's nothing but a good thing. And plus, Square Enix doesn't have like their own toy printing company. Like, they outsource that to other companies who do it for them. So they're not wasting manpower making toys, making body pillows and snow globes and all this other stuff. They're not wasting manpower on that. They don't want to waste their human resources on frivolous gaming stuff. So they're going to pull all that stuff in-house. We called it last year. Now they're doing it. Let's rock. Square Enix, everything they're doing there is great. I love what they're doing, and I think it's going to be a really good future for that company in that regard. Now, let's talk about things that are circling the drain. The swirling hellscape that is the gaming industry, right? It's always in flux. There's so many people without jobs. I liken it to 2005, 2006, when I graduated college. You go into college, they're like, graphic design is the new career. You're going to make a lot of money. Get out of college and there's going to be all these jobs waiting for you. Then you get out and you find that graphic design is dead. And now it's even more dead. The gaming industry is kind of turning into that. You've had all these hundreds of thousands of people that have gone to school for game design, game art, lead direction, all that kind of everything you could think of. And now the industry bubble is popping, much like it did with graphic design about 15 years ago. Now we're seeing it with the gaming industry. We're seeing it with Hollywood right now. Hollywood is dead and dying, right? It's all about the independent stuff. It's all about streaming, YouTube, stuff like that. The gaming industry is going to see what Hollywood is seeing in about 3 or 4 years. And everybody needs to buckle down and prepare and have a secondary career on hand, unless, and this is what I hope happens. Everything happening with Xbox right now. They're cutting studios. They're cutting all this stuff. Bethesda just had a bunch of people get cut. Studios get cut under Bethesda's banner. It's not going to stop. Xbox is circling the drain. They're in the death throes. This is happening. They're basically going to be a software publisher. And it's unfortunate because Xbox, there was a lot of great times on Xbox. The gaming industry is preparing to go into its death throes. Now, it's not going to go anywhere. They're still going to make games. There's still going to be video games. There's still going to be Sony. There's always going to be an upstart company that's like, hey, we're going to make the next system. You know, we're going to be the Sony killer. Shut up. Shut up with all this corporate conglomerate bullshit talk. All this business talk. Shut the fuck up. Everybody's sick of listening to it. Just talk to us like people, right? Just talk to us like real people. These poor artists and creators that are getting fired right now, they're losing their jobs because the failures of the corporations that have bought these companies, and these corporations get to keep their jobs. They get to continue buying other companies and failing those ventures in the future and then keeping their position because they got the money. That's how this thing works. So, what I hope happens from all this, any of you game designers out there that have lost your job, and I know because 3 of you have DM'd me. There's probably more going to be in my DMs I don't know about right now. But I know you all watch my channel. I hope you get this message. Start your own thing. You can do it. I am currently doing it. It is impossible. It is an impossible task. It will take all of your time, but the hope is then in 12 to 18 months, it's smoother sailing. Know what you're supposed to be doing, know what you're here to do, know what you're passionate about doing, and go do that thing. Don't fuck around anymore, don't waste any more of your life, don't circle the drain another day. Get out there and do it. If you're one of these game designers that have lost your job, if you're one of these animation people that have lost jobs that I'm currently hiring and bringing in, and we are breathing new life into that, if you are one of these gaming industry people, start your own fucking thing. Do it today. Do it right now. Like, turn this video off and start Googling how you're going to do this. Start researching. Get on LinkedIn. Find other people like you. Get on Twitter. Find other people like you. Start a studio. Make your passion project. Make something cool. Make something greater than the people that fired you could ever make. Do that and shove that up their ass. Be done with it. Start your thing. You be in control and get it going. Do the crowdfunder. Do all this kind of stuff. You know, the gaming community is very weird, right? The gaming community is very weird. I use that word community very loosely because it's not really a community. It's more like a civil war most of the time. And you all know who I'm talking about right now. Y'all need to stop fighting. Get on some grown people shit. But anyway, the gaming community, they'll throw $5 at you. If you get 500 people to throw $500 at you, that's a good, or $5 at you, $5 to $20 at you. That's a good start. That's a good start for your studio. Allocate resources, allocate funds, find investors, all that kind of stuff. Do your thing. This whole thing with Xbox is a cautionary tale. It's a cautionary tale. Anytime you see one company starting to buy up studios and consolidate studios under one banner, a lot of us who are smart in the industry and smart in business said this is not a good thing. We have said for a while it is not a good thing for all these places to be under one thing. All it takes is one avalanche, one landslide to wipe all that out. And that's what we're seeing right now. Xbox has been handled by fools for too long. I love Phil Spencer. I think he's a great ambassador for gaming. This is not all his fault. This is not all his fault. He has people over him. He has the shadow figures in the suits behind the monitors talking, you know, like Nick Fury talks to in the Avengers movies or whatever. He has those people over him. He is the figurehead. What you're seeing now is when these failures start to happen, these people that are really in charge, that person is in place to take these bullets, to take all these strays and stuff. That's a human shield. It's a meat bag. It's a meat shield. That's all it is. That's what Phil Spencer is right now. And he is doing his job dutifully. That man loves gaming. He loves the video game industry. And I love Phil Spencer. I hope he lands on his feet doing something else. I would love to see him recover Xbox. I would love to see him. But it's not his call. I mean, you all just need to understand that and realize that. And I am not waving the banner of Xbox. I'm not. But I feel for Phil Spencer. I didn't know if I'd be able to say that right. I thought I was going to get my tongue twisted. I feel for Phil Spencer. But yeah, like, I feel for that dude because you look at the love and what he has poured into his projects and his teams and stuff like that. Unfortunately, Xbox has been doomed for a little while. That's just the way it is. I mean, they've kind of gone to this cloud gaming model, Game Pass, and Game Pass doesn't make any money, and now they don't have any money to spend on games. They're having to close to. It's not even basic business. It's basic math. It's basic math. Take your blinders off. See shit for what it is. It's basic math. You got to understand. You got to make money to stay in business. You have got to make money to stay in business, no matter what you're doing. If you're a YouTube channel, hiring editors and stuff like that, you have got to make money to pay those people. This shit ain't free. Nothing's free. Nothing you enjoy is truly free. That's why if you're enjoying free things, they're eventually going to disappear if you don't pay for them. Because look at Xbox. Look at Xbox. So you eventually have to pay for things you enjoy. And Xbox is paying for it right now. Those employees are paying for it right now. So anyway, that's all I got. We're back. I am not pulling back on the sauce. I am not pulling back on the heat anymore. We got a little bit of a new look. We're still working on things. We're still doing this and that. I'm looking to add some more art in the background. We're going to do a couple things. As far as streaming goes, We'll see. We'll see. As far as streaming goes, there is like, I don't have enough time to stream. I don't have enough time to play video games right now. That's what it is. It is what it is. I'm just going to be very honest with you all. But next week, I'm going to try to get one stream in a week where I play for an hour or two. But literally, every minute of my day is taken right now. And a lot of you all don't understand that. A lot of you all think that's bullshit. You think I'm just bullshit. I'm not. I'm never else. I'm building. We're building something very cool. It takes time, effort, and money, and we are making it happen. So anyway, that's all from me. That's all for your boy. I hope you all have a great day. I hope you be safe. I hope you're being good to each other. I've looked around on X a little bit. You're not being good to each other. Y'all need to be better about that. Be better. Be well. I will catch y'all next time. Keep rocking. I'm out. See y'all later.